Yeah, I mean, the first one, our D-line, like they've been doing all year, just getting hands up and being able to get hands on the football. And it's kind of one of those balls that was in the air. It seemed like it was in the air for 30 minutes, but just waiting down for it to come down and was able to make a play. It was a huge play for us, stop some momentum. And then in the red zone, obviously probably a ball Lamar wants back. I was just able to kind of play with some vision and just take advantage of his throw that he made. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vaughn always tells us don't blink. It's a good offense, a good quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and trying to contain him is a tough job. And so he made some plays with his feet. Guys didn't blink though. Drove it all the way down to I think they were on the 3-yard line when we made the play. So it was awesome to come out with a victory, down 20-3 at halftime. Like I said, nobody blinked at halftime. Understanding what we needed to do to come out on top and win, and we did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, those guys have been doing that all season. It's just such weapons for our defense. Maine being able to run sideline, sideline. Matt being able to just cover, tackle, playing the gaps, and both of them playing downhill and both are playing very extremely fast too. So you got guys like that running sideline to sideline. It makes our job on the back end a lot easier. Not having to come up and make 10, 12 tackles a game. Those guys are cleaning it up. Oh, yeah, nothing that we got to tell them. It was kind of already understood in the locker room coming out of halftime. We were told, hey, we're going to get a 3 and out. You guys are going to get the ball, good field position, go score. And it's just complimentary football we had been playing all day. And so, kind of finally started to come alive in the second half.
Jordan, you guys have blown out teams, but this was a game where it was tough. You were behind. Everybody made plays at the end. Do you need a win like this? You take any win, but do you need one like this where it was just you were a tough team and made the comeback and everybody made plays?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a win, it's awesome. Win like this, close game. I think there's been a lot of talk that the Bills haven't been able to win the close games or whatever. Obviously last week coming down to the wire, but we're a good football team. We understand that. Made some mistakes early on in the game, and we were able to correct it. Nobody was pointing fingers. Nobody was saying, hey, this, that, or the other. We just came out one play at a time, brick by brick, didn't blink, and we made the plays when we had to. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think all of our guys they come in the game so prepared, and they come in the game ready to play. Guys that I trust playing with, and look, stuff's gonna happen out there on the field. They're extremely mature pros for how old they are. Coming to the sideline, making the adjustments, coming to the sideline, asking the questions throughout the week, asking the right questions. Just so that we're all on the same page, and that's kind of what we take pride in on the back end. It's just everybody being able to be on the same page. And playing the same string of music, so that way we don't give up explosives.
How are you doing? Like, though, get looked at after
I'm fine. I'll be all right.
did what that happen on the interception?
Yeah, I just got the wind knocked out of me. I'll be all right.
One of the things that we talked to Josh about was the first touchdown the offense scored at the end of the half to kind of get them on the right track. You guys only gave up 20 points, but was there a moment when for the defense it clicked, or a play, or a series when you were like, okay, like we got this?
Yeah, I mean, I think early on in the game, defensively, we just got in some tough situations. Obviously, we want to come out and try to find ways to get them to just kick a field goal in those situations. But, we knew we were going to come alive at some point, and we just had to keep trucking, keep, just one play at a time. This is the NFL. Things happen quickly. Things can turn quickly in the NFL. You just got to keep, one foot at a time, one play at a time. And it really showed a lot. About how we were able to handle adversity today. Probably a lot of people counted us out early on in the game, down 17 against a really good football team. So we were able to come back and like I said, keep our heads straight and don't blink, and we found a way to win.
I'm sure your phone was full of texts.
Yeah, there was. I can't share it. I can't share it. I would love to share it, but he's very happy. He's very happy. I would love to share it, but I can't share it. It's between him and I. Look, those guys, Jaquan and D-Ham, they've been in this system for 2, 3, 4 years now. You can plug those guys in anytime, and they're ready to play. D-Ham, he's fun to play with. This is really the first time I ever experienced playing with him. fun guy to play with, and I'm excited to continue to grow with him.
Just one more on how you got from adjustment was the game. Sean had mentioned it's kind of a unique offense. Obviously, Lamar has a lot to do with that. And that you kind of he used the word settle in as the game went on, made the adjustments, and then were able to execute. Take me through that.
Yeah, I think we started to see how the game was getting played throughout the game. Some of the tendencies that we had maybe thought of throughout the week, they were a little bit different, and so we kind of understood, just throughout the game that if they were in, certain formations, if they were in certain personnel groups, this is what they were doing. Early on in the game, we were still trying to figure it out, but as we got through the game and you started to see plays repeat itself, we were able to kind of settle down and see the same plays over and over again, and like I said, make the plays when we had to. So, every team, you watch film throughout the week, every team's going to come in with a new wrinkle, a new splash, and, just being able to, handle the adjustments that you got to on the sideline. And we were able to do that.
Going back to the interception in the end zone, Hubert didn't look like he was open for a while, and he was jumping. You came off.
Yeah.
Was that something when he was your guy in your area, or did you fall off?
Nah, he was wide ass open. And I kind of peeked at him. He was in the corner of the end zone, and Lamar didn't see him at first. I peeked back at Lamar. He was scrambling. And as soon as I peeked at him, he was kind of raising his hands up like he wanted the ball. So I just took off, and Lamar saw him open, and he kind of floated in the air, and I just went to go make a play on it.
Were you at all surprised that they went for it on that fourth down play?
No, I wasn't. I understand, the type of team they are, the head coach that they have. They're an aggressive football team, and, we knew they were going to go for it on a couple occasions.
To have those two picks on a personal level just after the stretch you had of missing some time working through injuries, what did that mean to have those big plays?
Feels good. Feels good. Okay, well, I don't know what else to say. It feels good. That was my first 2-pick game since college, so it feels good. Yeah, appreciate it.